In this video, we're going to look at setting up our textbook for our DIT class. The book for this class is the Shelley Cashman series. We really have a lot in the textbook. Knowing my class, and we're working in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and possibly Outlook, things like introduction and discovering computers is not something that I need for my class. So what I'm going to do is in the top right corner, I'm going to click the edit button. And I'm going to check these boxes next to the titles that I know I'm not going to be looking at this time. And once I've clicked all of those, at the very bottom of my screen, I have the batch actions option. And I'm going to select hide selected. At the top, it asks me if I really want to hide these. I do, so I'll click OK. And now I just have my two folders here. Now, maybe you accidentally hid the wrong chapter. You can click show hidden. And it shows you it here. And all you would have to do is just check the box here and click back actions to show selected again. We're not going to do that, so I'll uncheck that. Let's go ahead and open up this Excel folder because there are a ton of chapters. And to be honest with you, if you're working on the core Excel certification, you don't need most of what's in here. In fact, the chapters that you want to focus on for this are modules 1, 2, and 3. And possibly the capstone project. Everything else in this unit can be hidden because it deals with more advanced concepts that are going to be found only on the Excel Expert certification. And you don't want to bog your kids down with that if you're focusing just on the core exam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this box here right next to the Excel name. And I'm only going to uncheck what I will actually be using in my textbook. There's one other thing that you might be interested in. At the very bottom of the textbook, we have questions, a training, and an exam. And what it does is it breaks out the certification exam by the 5 sections. And the questions found in these 5 trainings and 5 exams fit into one of those domains. So you might want to keep that one open as well. Or you can always unhide it later in the unit as you get closer to certification. So with those orange boxes selected, I'm going to go ahead and click batch actions again to select the hide selected, and I'll click OK. And so now I just have those 3 chapters, the capstone project, and our questions for certification. Now, even within this module, there are things that I am not going to use. For example, I'm not going to use the office mix. And so we've been using the batch actions to hide a lot of things, but with my edit button toggled still, I have the option for the office mix just to hide it. Another assignment I'm not going to look at in my class is the Excel Module 1 textbook project. So I'm going to click hide there as well. And again, if you hide something and you didn't mean to click on that, just click the show hidden and it will reveal what you've hidden. And I can look here and see that this is hidden. I can just unhide this by clicking that. Now I will caution you, if you hid an entire folder like the PowerPoint, you won't have the option of trying to unhide just a chapter or just an assignment. You're just not going to have that option. You'd have to unhide the main folder first before going in and making those changes. In this chapter, there is one thing that you won't find in the textbook, and this is my video helps. Let's go ahead and look at adding additional resources. It doesn't have to be my videos. It could be anything. But if you wanted to bring your students to something else, you could easily insert a link to something else. So let's go ahead and look at doing that. I'm going to click Add or Create. I'm going to select Activity. These are all the things that you could link into your textbook. Probably the things you'd be interested in most are Google Drive, a YouTube video, or a web link activity. I'm going to select Web Link Activity. And on this screen, I'm going to go ahead and paste the link that I had from my channel. I have the option of adding, I believe, up to 5 different URLs at the same time. I'm going to click Continue. On this screen, it's giving me a link preview so I can see what I'm about to put in. And you have the option of adding text before or after. I usually just leave the link title as it is and click Save. And that brings me to this screen right here. I now have the option of changing the title on this. I can add a description. This is probably the most tricky part of adding additional content to the textbook. Our associated topic this section lists out the entire textbook. So everything in here, the thing that you would want to do is select the correct module. So for this video, it's a Word video. So we'll select Word Module 1 and then order within the topic. If I click this, I can place this anywhere within that folder. So if I wanted it before an office mix or I wanted it before a training, I could. I normally place it before the first SAM project. And so I would select this and then I would click add. And if I open up my Word now that I've added it, I should have 2 links for that. And because I now have 2 by accident, I can always just click remove and it'll take it out of the textbook.